Wow, good morning. It's a beautiful Monday morning full of beautiful prospects out there. A lot of potentials that anyone out there can take advantage of. Once you know that definitely you have it inside you, nothing and no one can stop you. So on that note, and seeing that it's a beautiful, bright, sunny Monday morning, we'd like to welcome you to today's edition of Dialogue Box on Blossom Nigeria. We are actually making progress, and like we have said, we know that things are not in the ideal stance in Nigeria right now. But we are very confident that as we move on in the right direction by talking our nation in the right direction and everyone contributing his or her own quota to nation building, definitely our nation will be better. And everything has to do with the individuals that form the nation. So we believe that we can make a difference. We can turn things around and actually see to it that as a country we are not disadvantaged, even with all the negative things that have taken place before now. Once we make up our mind that it's time for a change, we can actually see the change, because when everyone has a stake and they have a new mindset. When we talk about a new mindset, a reorientation, Nigeria should not just be about what can I get for myself and my family, but it should be about what can I contribute to making my society better. So that's a reorientation, and with that, we want to tell everybody that on Dialogue Box this morning, you are free to chat with us, to talk with us, and this morning we'll be talking about community policing. Is it an effective strategy that the federal government is employing to tackle crime in Nigeria, and also the security challenges that are out there, terrorism? We still have the issue of banditry and different acts of crime and criminal activities out there. So we know that a lot is happening to tackle crime, terrorism, banditry, and the rest. But we know that definitely with the right strategies that are employed, there can be a positive change, a positive difference. And we commend the federal government for this act of approving the community policing. But even with that, we'll need to be very sure that it is being well implemented, effectively carried out, and the right results can be generated from the community policing initiative. All right, so this morning, wherever you are, don't forget that you can call us on 090-5252-5107. You can also call us on 08030887339. 08030887339. And on that note, we'll just give you a brief background about some of the areas we looked at last week, and as we are getting ready to go fully into today's topic, don't forget that we also were very concerned about the economy last week. So last week we took time to analyze different aspects and prospects in the economy, the agricultural sector, how the agricultural sector can contribute so well to the economy, and if the country really puts genuine efforts to turning around the agricultural sector, we said that yes, it can actually produce a lot of positive results and outcomes for our nation. We talked about increasing the stake in mechanized farming, every farmer having a new mindset to farming, not just about cutlass and hoe, but knowing fully well that with mechanized farming they can achieve much more. And we also talked about access to funds, access to finance for the different agricultural projects that they are taking up. So it shouldn't be a major challenge for them to be able to access funds to finance their agricultural programs and schemes. Then we also talked about commodities exchange market, how this area is not being given the right attention right now. And when we talk about commodities exchange market, agriculture still has a lot to do, or a very major role to play in that. How agricultural products like cocoa and rubber and some other products that have been doing so well in the international market, like cashew nuts and the rest, can also be used as a major source of income for the nation. And that means we have to improve on the current status of the farming scale that is currently going on. So from the state, the federal level, everyone putting in lots of quota to see to it that farming generally improves is enhanced, and a lot more is done to give us a better outcome than what we have right now. We also mentioned solid minerals like gold, silver, different mining outcomes that can be also traded on the commodities exchange market. And this can give the nation a lot when it comes to foreign reserves and also improving our foreign earnings right now. We made a point that oil and gas, even though it's a good way of generating income for the economy, we talked about the fact that oil and gas is a mono-product economy that Nigeria has been looking at or dwelling on for some years now. But it's time to diversify the economy much more than just paying lip service to it, but doing a lot more to diversify the economy. Then we also looked at free trade zones, how we can also take advantage of free trade zones as a nation to also improve the economy, because we may say it, just like, okay, free trade zones, but not many people know the implication of a free trade zone. So we looked at it, we talked about it, and we also saw that if we can get the free trade zones to function as they should, then we know that definitely a lot more can be done to improve our economy. All right, now moving on to today's discussion, which is community policing. Is it an effective strategy against crime in Nigeria? We'll give you a brief background and we'd like you to get ready to call us and talk to us as we work out a very workable solution for the Nigerian society on tackling crime and insecurity. All right, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has spoken about how the force planned to spend the 13 billion naira that President Muhammadu Buhari has approved to strengthen community policing in Nigeria. And that's a major boost from the presidency. Then the police IG, who spoke on Friday, August 21, at the one-year anniversary of the re-establishment of the Ministry of Police Affairs, said that the funds will cater for equipment sensitization and trainings of the local police, which will include vigilantes and neighborhood watch groups. He said the force has started training and town hall sensitization for the community police officers, who will be properly established next year, is starting with immediate effect. All right, let's take this call and just get this reaction from one of our analysts, and we'll move on from there. Hello.
Hello,
good morning.
Hello.
Just a second. Okay, we can hear you well. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Engineer Pamela Chukwu.
This is who?
My name is Engineer Pamela Chukwu.
Okay, you are welcome, sir. Thank you so much for being a guest on Dialogue Box on Blossom Nigeria. So you have a major point to contribute to the community policing initiative that the government has taken off on?
Yes.
Okay, so sir, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah, I think it's an effective strategy.
Okay.
My own opinion.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't say the police has failed us anyway.
Yeah.
They have been trying their best, but the collaboration of the community police and then the police in general will definitely assist the government in curbing crime.
Okay.
Personally, to me, if you ask me, it is going to be an effective strategy. It's just that in our time here, we always abuse every opportunity given to us one way or the other. You understand? But if it is followed effectively and every strategy is put in place and if it is well
implemented,
how would I put it, trained, I think it's going to be an effective way of curbing this crime. And if you ask me, locally, it is those in the community that can easily trace crimes within the community.
Okay.
Now, look at, for instance, the case of this Shodipe that escaped from police custody in Ibadan, Oyo State. You can see the way these volunteers from Udo came in to track down the the suspect or the criminal, and at the end of the day, he was nabbed. Those that came to trace him, I wouldn't say maybe they know much of him or whatever, but that is just to tell you that locally we know ourselves, we know what you understand me. So local community police to me is an effective way. So I think I'm in full support of it. If you ask me, I think like 80% in support of it.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
All right, thank you, sir. A quick one before you go. The government has, the government has released some funds talking about trainings and how they can get more modern equipment that can be used to aid their work. But do you think we are not really casting like a shadow on the Nigerian police? But do you think it can be that fund can be well utilized? Talking about 13 billion naira, and we can really see the outcome on the local policing that we're talking about?
Yeah, like I rightly said, I believe you heard me clearly when I started.
Yeah.
I said in our climate here in Nigeria, we always abuse every opportunity. But if those, like the federal government putting down such amount of money, can monitor it to the end,
yes,
it will definitely come to fruition.
Okay.
But the problem we have in Nigeria is when money is being pumped into a project, we don't do follow up. We just believe those that the money has been given to will definitely do the needful. Are you getting it now?
Yeah.
But unfortunately for us, those that the money were given to would, one way or the other, siphon it, put it into something else, and thereby killing the dream of this very one that the money was given for.
Okay.
So if the government can monitor it right from the start to the end, I believe it will come to fruition.
Okay.
The whole onus falls on the government.
Okay.
Money cannot work on its own.
On its own.
Money cannot do anything on its own. If money is pumped into a project, it is people that will work on that project that will make it to see the light of the day.
Okay. All right.
Then those people that are when they know that all eyes are on them, they will dare not tamper with what they are supposed to do.
Okay.
That's my own take.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your input, and we believe that if the government do, as you have said, monitor the effective usage of these funds, it will produce the right result. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. We appreciate you. All right. All right. So that was a guest engineer from Lagos, and he has given us his own take that definitely is a very good initiative because he believes that community policing can be effectively utilized to trace crime suspects and people who are maybe a challenge to the general police. So he also sees it as a means of getting very, very well involved in the act of tracing crime to the grassroots, not just at the headquarters and trying to know who was the suspect and the rest. So he believes that if you get this fund, if you get the same people within the communities to trace these criminals, it will be they will do it very well because they know themselves. And he also believes that for the funds, government should put a kind of a way to monitor these funds, that they are very sure that the funds are being used for what they were released for. So whatever it is not just about having funds that have been released by the government to the tune of 13 billion naira, but how much of these funds are being used. And that is what we are working on Blossom Nigeria through our dialogue box program. No matter what has happened before now, let there be a change of attitude, a change of mindset, a change of orientation. And instead of looking for how to siphon money, we are looking at how to improve and increase our patriotism to make Nigeria better. So, all right, we have another caller coming in. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Hello, ma. Good morning, ma.
All right, so what's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
I'm a Sergeant Samson Olajope, calling from Pentima Police Station at Lagos.
Okay, so you are calling from the police station and you are a policeman on your own.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for calling in. We'll just like to find out from you, sir. It's a very good initiative according to the general feedback we have gotten. But what's your take on the community policing as has been approved by the federal government?
Yes, the community police is a very good initiative.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good initiative approved by federal government to prevent crime. It's a very good program because community police bring police and citizens together.
Bring police and who?
Community together.
Okay, police and community together. Okay.
Together.
Okay.
To prevent crime and solve neighborhood problems.
Okay.
With community policy.
Okay.
This emphasize on stopping the crime before the crime happens. Because if the community work with the police, you will enable police to stop a crime before a crime is committed.
Okay.
Because the community will give police appropriate information about what will happen in their community.
Yeah.
So so that police can take an action. Take action to solve it, to ensure that they prevent that crime to happen.
Okay.
Because nowadays in Nigeria, many people will not give police information. They allow the incident to happen before they call for police or police which is not good at all. Which sometimes take lives, destroy property before police will come to the scene, before we start taking that, which is not good. But with this initiative even bringing by the federal government, it will make both police and community to have more control over the quality of life in the community.
Okay.
Police will become part of the neighborhood, and this helps police to solve problems in the community and prevent crime in the community.
Okay, all right.
So, for me, I support and agree with the initiative brought by the federal government. This is very good.
Which is very good. Okay, all right. Now, as a kind of a counsel to those who are coming on board right now, because we are and the recruitment exercise is going on right now, what will be your message to them? Because quite a number of them just see it as another means of, do we call it like flaunting their authority and what they can call, maybe they have, the average Nigerian thinking that they can maybe dominate their neighbor because they have something that they don't have. I'm in the military, I'm in the...
Yes, an African man remain an African man. That one in this initiative brought by federal government. And advise every woman being and every person involved in this policy, in this community policy, to know the reason why it's here, to know the reason why it's participating in this policy. The policy is meant for solving problems, and the policy must be transparent, not the policy that will be in a hiding one that nobody will have access to. It should be transparent policy that anybody can make a call and anybody can give the full information at a time to everybody. So I urge anybody that's going to participate or anybody that's coming to know that his duty to perform there is to have to be a partnership to the police with a good conscience.
All right. Now, okay. Final one before you go. We have the other larger scale, let's call them larger scale of crime, terrorism, banditry, and some of those other description of different criminal activities, especially in the northeast region. Do you think community policing can also help in tackling that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It will help solving that problem. Okay. If there's information, a problem or a crime can be tackled within 24 hours. Okay. So I know without a concrete information, a crime cannot be prevented and a crime cannot be solved. So it is it is information. So this community policy will enable people about those high crime, and they will know how to solve it to reduce the crime to the minimum level in this country. So that is my own contribution.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. That's a very nice counsel to those who are coming on board, and also to those you think they can also help in tackling the terrorism challenge. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. Then, as we have heard, this is a man who is in the sector, and he knows what is involved in being a good policeman. So he's asking that those who are coming on board should know that they are coming for the right purpose, not just to come and display the new level of authority or strength that you've gotten as an individual, but being able to serve and to promote national service and also help in curbing crime. These are very good points that every intake should look into and see as a means of helping to really curb crime to the barest minimum. So as we talk right now, we have a lot more people that would like to reach us everywhere you are. Think about it. Community policing, an effective means of tackling crime in Nigeria? Yes, the general answer has been yes. And with that, a very, very strong approval has been given to the government for what they have done so far. But how this can be effectively utilized? We have another call coming in right now. Analysts that last week suggested community policing has gotten what he has been asking for. So let's hear from Mr. Isaac. Good morning, sir. All right, Mr. Falade.
I like the way you said it. I have gotten what I wanted.
Okay.
You know, like I'm an advocate of community policing, because I believe that our is a very big and large population.
Yeah.
And the population is bigger than what the policing that we have as of now can manage. So that's one of the reasons why, because population-wise, that I'm canvassing more for community policing, and I'm very grateful that the government is also taking that line.
Okay.
You see, everybody from your home, like I said, family, from his community. So when you know that the policing is localized, first of all, it's a psychological check to first of all think of it, because I'm well known in the community. I think I should be careful.
Okay.
Sort of things to kind of cost into you. So that is one of the reasons why I believe this community will really help us.
Okay. All right, sir. Now, looking at how this approval, now the federal government Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mohammed Adamu, has also given his very strong is going about it in a very strong way, ensuring that the directive of the federal government is well carried out. So, but on your own, do you think the effective utilization of this directive can be well done by the Nigerian police, or it should be given to the private sector or another arm of the government to handle?
Well, I would say given to another. I'm of the view that the private sector should oversee.
Sir, what did you say? Hello?
1 minute remaining.
Hello? Okay, I think there's a little challenge with that call. Hello? Hello? Okay, I think we have a little challenge with that call. All right, so this is a very core aspect of what we are looking into. You are talking about, yes, the government has approved. They've even talked about the funds to be released, 13.3 billion naira. That's a lot. And several people are also concerned that with this amount that the government is pumping into the community policing, hope some people will not see it as a means of siphoning funds. And that is what we are saying should not even be considered. Everyone should think progress. Everyone should think development. And everyone should think service to promoting a better society. Okay. Mr. Falade Oluwashina is back. Hello, sir.
I'm back. Yes, I'm back on.
Okay. So you were saying something?
You said something like about
if the police can
to a private body to manage, and I'm in support of that. I think that would make it, transparency
will be better guaranteed.
It will be better managed. The implementation of this plan will be better managed by private organization than the police itself. So that we can have transparency, we can see how things are done, and we can have proper reporting of progress made.
Okay, so now looking at to be very objective, let's assume like the Nigerian police is taking it up as a full responsibility right now. What would be your counsel to them to ensure a full implementation, effective utilization of this directive, and for us to know that it is not being mismanaged?
I think that, can you please come again?
That since we know that a private body would have been able to manage the recruitment and trainings and all that the community policing entails, but for now, the government is still working with the Nigerian police to carry it out. So the question is, since it's still the Nigerian police, so to be on the practical aspect, what do we suggest to the Nigerian police to do to see to it that this directive is well managed and effectively implemented?
It's one word. There should one word, just transparency. If you're talking about community policing, the equipment should be basically local and community people. There should not be need for nepotism in this process. Or corruption. The Nigerian police should be able to live above board in this sense, doing it the right way. From the beginning of the process to the end. There should be transparency. There should be sincerity. Of purpose in carrying out the implementation. And if it is done, that will have a very good result at the end of the day.
All right. So that means there has to be a strong resolve by the Nigerian police executives and whoever is in charge to see to it that transparency is guaranteed.
Exactly. That is it.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your call and we
Thank you for having me on the program this morning.
Thank you. We appreciate. All right. So dialogue box on Blossom Nigeria, we are on and we are talking community policing, how we can see to it that the government has given a very good directive, but is it an effective way of tackling crime? The response generally has been on the affirmative. They said yes. It's a very good way of tackling crime. All the callers have agreed and they've supported what the government has done. And so that's a big thumbs up for the government for taking up this very strong initiative and project to add to the Nigerian police force and not just see the Nigerian police force as just one of those sectors of the government, but giving more opportunities for them to improve on their trainings, their equipment, by approving the community policing initiative with a sum of 13.3 billion naira. That's a very good one from the federal government, and that's a big commendation for President Muhammadu Buhari. That's a very good way to help the insecurity in some parts of the country, like we mentioned the Northeast region, where insecurity is still very high in some parts, talking about terrorism and banditry. So what more can be done? But we have our callers who have said that community policing will also help those areas to do well and stabilize. So now we have some very good feedbacks to that effect. What we are just asking, based on what the last caller said, is that transparency should be ensured. And that will be full implementation, monitoring of all that the government has said should be achieved. We shouldn't just assume that, okay, yes, the police is handling it and that is it. But the government should also set up an independent body to monitor the exercise, the recruitment, and all that is being done for the community policing, to see to it that it is being well done, is effectively carried out, and the outcome is definitely positive. So we thank the government for this initiative, and also want the police to see it as a means of also rebranding themselves and giving themselves a very good name in the aspect of fighting crime and being, yes, very committed to anti-crime activities generally across the nation. Thank you so much. And to you who have been contributing to Dialogue Box on Blossom Nigeria, thank you. You can continue today. We are on Facebook on Blossom Nigeria. You can find us on Facebook as Blossom Nigeria. So you find Dialogue Box, a program that we have, and every contribution you make will be noted. Then we also have our website, www.blossomnigeria.com. So wherever you are, you can be a part of what we are doing, and let's not forget that we are talking the nation in the right direction. Thank you so much for staying with us today. We look forward to having you tomorrow. I am Blossom, and I believe in the Nigerian dream.